Alright, so we're back in Destiny 2, this time for another Xur video. Right now we are in the EDZ. More specifically, we are in the Winding Cove. So once you land in the Winding Cove, just pull up your Sparrow and follow where I go. This Xur video is rather late. I was just kind of busy, so I didn't have time to record a Xur video. But yeah, hopefully this helps anyone who hasn't watched or hasn't know what Xur brought. Alright, so he's here. Let's see what he has. Okay, so for the exotic weapon, he has Arbalest, which is a linear fusion rifle. Um, no matter what, like get this weapon. Like really, it works really good in PvP and PvE. In PvP not so much as it used to, but you never know, it might get a buff uh someday. So yeah, get this no matter what. All right, let's take a look at the weapon perks. It has extended barrel, projection fuse, disruption break, and composite stock. It does have a catalyst, so that's good, which gives you more handling, 40 more handling specifically. Alright, so the intrinsic trait is compounding force. Basically, it's super strong. That's what it means. And it's strong against barrier champions, so that's what I'm saying, that this is a really good weapon to have. If you do a lot of like grandmasters, basically any PvE activity that has champions. Alright, moving on to the armor, starting with Capria's Sting, which is a hunter exotic gauntlet. The armor perk is Touch of Venom. Punching someone with full melee energy will instantly cast Smoke Bomb. Your smoke bombs deal increased damage, regenerate more quickly when stuck to a surface, and grant you true sight after damaging a target. Basically, true sight, what it means is you have wall hacks. This used to be really strong in the Crucible. I don't know about as of right now, since I don't really follow like what gets buff or nerfed and stuff like that. But if you like using like Void Hunter and Invisible, you might have fun with this still. It might not be as strong as it used to. But yeah, it's something to play around with. Okay, this total stats 63, which is on the low side. So it's not, but it has high strength and high mobility, which you will need if you want to, continuously go invisible, because you get your smoke grenade and you get your dodge, which makes you go invisible, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's not a bad exotic to get and to play around with. Alright, moving on to the Titan armor, the MK44 Stanicides, which is an exotic leg. Okay, so the armor perk is Seriously Watch Out. Grants an overshoot when you're sprinting at full health with Seismic Strike, Hammer Strike, or Sheer Bash equipped and charged. Basically, you just get an overshield when you sprint. Doesn't sound that grandiose or grandeur, but whatever. Hits with these abilities recharge a portion of your melee energy. Basically, this exotic is just if you like, shoulder charging a lot and using that type of ability. The total stats is 68, which is on the high end. It has a balance of the stats. So it's not that bad, honestly. It has high strength. Yeah, it's not that bad of an exotic, or not that bad of stats, but there are better exotics out there for the Titan that you can use in the Crucible, or in PvE, but mainly these gauntlets are used in the Crucible, or these legs are used in the Crucible. But yeah, if you want to play around with it, and if you don't have it yet, then yeah, you can go ahead and get it. It's not that bad. Alright, lastly, for the exotic armor, Xur has brought Karnstein Armlets, which is an exotic gauntlet for the Warlock. The armor perk is Vampire's Caress, melee and finisher, final blows, instantly grant cure, and provides restoration for a short duration. Basically, just using your melee and you get your health back. Doesn't sound that bad, honestly. The total stats is 67, which is on the high end. It has high recovery and high strength, which you need if you want to get your melee back quickly. So, I mean, it's not a bad perk combo or stat combo. But yeah, this mostly I think is for the Crucible. I don't see it working in PvE since there are better armor out there for PvE for the Warlock. But if you want to have some fun in the Crucible, try it out, then yeah, go ahead and get the Karnstein Armlets. Let's take a look at the Hawk Moon. It has Killing Wind. It's not the worst. It's not the best. There are better Hawk Moons out there. But if you want to have a Hawk Moon and you don't want to wait another week for another Xur to come with a better Hawk Moon or potentially a worse Hawk Moon, then you can go ahead and get this Hawk Moon. As always, Xur has a Xenology quest, which when completed, you get an exotic cipher, which you can use at the tower in the exotic archive. And also, Xur has an exotic engram that you can buy for 97 legendary shards. So let's take a look at the legendary weapons that he has brought. Starting with True Prophecy, which is a hand cannon. It has field prep and elemental capacitor. It has a PvE perk and a PvP perk. It's not the worst. It's not the best. I would suggest just skipping it though. Nature of the Beast, which is another hand cannon. It has snapshot sights, rangefinder. Not bad perks for PvP. But there are better hand cannons out there. Look at that range. It's only 33, so I suggest just skipping this. Blood Feud, which is a submachine gun. It has headstone and right hook. You can get this weapon if you want, but this weapon is craftable. So yeah, do that. Yeah, you can craft it. So I don't know if you actually want to get it. Moving on with the Deafening Whisper, it's a grenade launcher. It has surplus and threat detector. It doesn't have blinding grenades, which are pretty useful for PvE. I suggest just skipping this, honestly. Moving on to the Soul Survivor, which is a sniper rifle. It has Frenzy and Disaster Plan. Just skip this sniper rifle. There are better ones out there which you can even craft. Okay, moving on to the 7 Seraph Saw, which is a machine gun. It has auto-loading holster and opening shot. Yeah, basically, yeah, just skip this. When do you ever need opening shot on a machine gun? Just skip this. And finally, Bump in the Nights, which is a rocket launcher. It has Demolitionist and Chill Clip. Not bad, but you can craft this weapon. If you read right there, it says Deep Sight activation is available for this weapon. So the only thing you have to do is just buy it from Xur. Like I'm doing right now, and hopefully you can get a red border weapon. You will need the materials though, which is what is it? It is 50 legendary shards and 1000 glimmer in order to keep buying this weapon and potentially get a red border, which I can't seem to get, but it is possible. You just need to keep buying it.